Hey guys, long time no see. It's Turbo, and I'm gonna tell you why you should probably consider buying a Lifecycle Impulse or LCI X5 from model years 2011 through 2013. So, let's go ahead and start the car up. Now, the first reason why you should consider buying one of these is what's under the hood over there. So pretty much the powertrain. Now, an SUV doesn't need to be fast, or doesn't really need to have a performance-y vibe, but the X5 delivers that. What's under the hood is a 3-liter turbocharged inline-6, producing 300 horsepower and 300 foot-pounds of torque through BMW's N55. This is the successor to the BMW B58 engine that's used now in the new Geo5 generation X5. This is through all four wheels through X5 all-wheel drive system with a 40% of power to the front and 60% to the back, but it can switch depending on when you need the power to each wheel. Now, if you want a rear-wheel drive version, you have to look at a 2014 and up model. But you do have the turbo. It's not a twin turbocharged. I'll show you here. It says twin power turbo, but what really is a dual scroll turbo for higher and lower RPMs. And that can really bring this thing to 60 in about 6 seconds, which is pretty quick in this class considering the RX, which is about 7.7, and the ML, which is 7.1, and you really won't have that much problem merging into highway on-ramps as so. And when you just need the power, it's there. And BMW tends to underrate their horsepower numbers. Now, the second reason why I should probably look into this, well, as said, an SUV doesn't need to be sporty, but of course this is, with the ultimate driving machine and sheer driving pleasure BMW as a brand is such. So BMW adopts those characteristics into all of their models. Now, this is an SAV, which is just pretty much BMW's term for SUV, the sports activity vehicle. Now, it pretty much shows that while you're driving. Go test drive an E70 for yourself and you'll probably see why. You have this nice thick steering wheel, which does feel nice to hold, especially when you're going into corners. Not to mention that the steering is very heavily weighted and you might complain some in lower speeds. After a while, the brake pedal does not feel mushy at all, and even though there is some body lean, there's always that adaptive dampers package which will make it corner more flat, kind of like the E-Active body control you see today in today's Benzes. Now, the third reason why I think you should look at an X5 is the amount of standard and optional equipment you get, or you can get. So, for standard, you can get a 10-way power adjustable driver's seat, bi-xenon headlights in the front, which do corner, they're HIDs, and BMW's iDrive system. It's just pretty much a smaller version of this screen. It does not have the navigation in it, but it's still pretty neat nonetheless. A panoramic sunroof is also standard. Some may love that, some may hate it, but it does bring a lot of light in the cabin, let me tell you that. Now, the fourth reason of the X5 is just how nice of a place it is to sit in. Now, it probably isn't on the level of the Mercedes-Benz ML, which does have a pretty nice cabin, and the Lexus RX 350, because the X5 at this point was already around for about 4 to 6 years, so yeah, it didn't have the newest and greatest interior, but it did have the quality and nice finishes, such as polished wood, this nice soft touch material on top of the dash and throughout the door panels, nice leather going up throughout all the cabin, and this one does have the Dakota leather. You do get leather at standard. All the buttons and switches do feel of high quality. They're not like, again, probably like some Mercedes-Benz models, but they do have a nice click to them. Nothing feels like it's about to break off. Well, can't say the same thing for the E53 X5, but that's totally how you take care of it. And again, you have a lot of storage cubbies here, 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 and really, it's just a nice place for you with your family, your kids to just sit in and have some time to spend together. Now, the fifth and final reason I think you should probably buy a BMW X5 from the lifecycle impulse era of the E70 generation is the model configurations for everybody. Now, a lot of manufacturers have pretty scarce options and configurations, but this isn't bad. Now, this is probably the one most buyers will be looking at, the xDrive 35i Premium, which will probably give you the best bang for your buck. It has the turbocharged engine in the front. You can also just buy the normal xDrive 35i, and there's also a diesel version if your gas mileage concerns you, because the normal engine in this has a 1623 fuel economy rating, while the diesel is not that much better, but it does help a little bit. There's also an M Sport version, which also adds an extra 15 horsepower, so you're getting 315 horsepower. There's the M variant, which is a 4.4 liter V8, 555 horsepower, which is pretty much in a whole nother level of this car. And yeah, I said there's just a model for everybody in the class, and even if the X5 doesn't suit you, just consider looking at it on your list. And I just like to thank everybody for watching. Please like and subscribe. I'll try to be posting more often. And thank you for watching Turbo, and see ya.